Okay, the Russians are starting turn 4 with 51 IPCs to spend. They're going to spend 15 on 5 infantry, 20 on 5 artillery, 10 on a fighter, and 6 on a tank. Okay, in terms of battles, the submarine that was submerged in Sea Zone 125 is going to go into Sea Zone 126 and attack the German submarine with the intent of submerging it and getting Lend-Lease again. They will be attacking Finland with the tank from Leningrad blitzing through Karelia, the 2 infantry from Vyborg, the 2 mechanized infantry, and 1 of the artillery from Leningrad, because remember the artillery can now blitz, right? They can go 2. The Baltic states will be attacked with a single artillery versus artillery. Belarus will be attacked with 3 infantry and an artillery from Archangel and an infantry from Smolensk. And then we're going to try something a little insane on the surface, but basically the idea is we're going to try and blunt the German attack. So we're coming into Western Ukraine with 2 artillery from Ukraine, 2 artillery from Rostov, an infantry from Bryansk, and then all of the planes from Leningrad. And the idea is not necessarily, obviously, and the artillery from Moscow. The idea obviously isn't to win this attack. It's just to start eating into the tanks. If we can get 2 or 3 tanks out of this, it might blunt the attack a little bit. So we'll see what happens there. Alright, the attack on Finland. Russians are coming in with 2 infantry at 1. Self-propelled artillery with 2 mechanized infantry being supported, and a tank. 3 hits. Good start. Okay, Germans are defending with 6 infantry. They've already lost 3 of those 6 infantry. Only 1 hit. This is very good news for the Russians. Okay. 1 hit. Spoke too soon. No hits. Okay. 4 hits. They only needed 2. Battle's over. And 1 hit. So Germany takes out the 2 infantry, but Russia takes the territory. Baltic states. 2 versus a 2. Hit. Miss. Okay, Russia got very lucky there. Five infantry and a self-propelled artillery, 4 infantry and a self-propelled artillery. 2 unsupported at 1, 2 supported at 2 plus the artillery. So that's 3 2s and 2 1s. 1 hit. So the infantry's dead. Now, under BBR 3.0, the heavy tank, which used to defend at a 4, it still attacks at a 4, but it defends at a 3 now. So we have 2 2s for the infantry and artillery, and a 3 for the tank. 1 hit. Even Steven so far. No hits. 1 hit. 3 2s versus a 2 and a 3. 1 hit. 1 hit. So we have a tank versus an infantry and an artillery. Miss. Hit. Miss. Oh, this is bad. Hit. Okay, so Russia lost that battle, and Germany holds the territory with a tank. Alright, the attack on western Ukraine. 5 artillery, 1 infantry, 2 fighters, and a tactical bomber. Tactical bomber is not going to use its target select because it's better to just try and get a hit. So we have 5 2s for the artillery, 2 for the supported infantry, 2 3s for the fighter, and a 4 for the attack. 1 2 3 4. Okay, we did get into the tanks. 1 2 3 and 1 tank. We may be backing off very, very quickly after this, so alright, 3 for the 2 infantry and the artillery, and then 12 for the tanks. 2 4 5. Leave 1 of those, kill that. Yeah, we'll be back. Yeah, we'll have to back off. We'll just lose everything if we keep going. So, alright, yeah, that's it. Okay, battle for Sea Zone 126. The Russian submarine K-23 is coming into the sea zone to attack the German submarine U-84. There will be no battle, however, because the German submarine will submerge, but that was the point. Remember, a submerged submarine cannot conduct any kind of disruption, so Lend-Lease in this side of the board will still be on the table. Okay, non-combat for the Russians. The 2 anti-aircraft artillery from Leningrad are going to move into Archangel. 1 of the infantry from Russia is going to rail into Leningrad. 1 of the infantry from Russia is going to walk into Smolensk as a blocker. The 2 fighters and the tactical bomber that participated in the attack on western Ukraine are going to land in Russia, in Moscow. Down in the Ukraine, the anti-aircraft is going to move back to Rostov. 1 of the 2 infantry in Stalingrad is going to move forward into Rostov, and the other one will be railed to into Ukraine. The only other moves are out east. The tank is going to come up from Korea to Amur, and the infantry that was in Amur is going to rail back on the Trans-Siberian Railway to Moscow. So let me tidy that up and we'll come back with placements. Okay, placements. In Archangel, 1 infantry and 2 artillery. In Moscow, 1 infantry, 1 more fighter, and 1 tank. Down in these 2 factories, in Stalingrad, we're going to put 2 artillery and an infantry. And in Rostov, we're going to put 2 infantry and an artillery. Okay. Money. Russia gets $1 back for Baltic states, $1 back for Karelia, and 2 IPCs for Finland. So that's 4 IPCs taken from the Germans and given to the Russians. So the Germans were at 48. They're going to go down to 44. The Russians were at 33. They're going to go to 37. Okay. So the base income is 37 IPCs, which is here. They're going to get 5 for having Leningrad, Stalingrad, and Baltic states. They're going to get 5 for having Siberia, the Urals, and the Ukraine. And they're going to get 2 for having Finland because it was a pro-Axis territory. Now, I do have to remember to do this. We have to do Lend-Lease. So we're going to roll the dice for the Lend-Lease right here. And they got a 2. And a 2 for the Lend-Lease is a mechanized infantry in either Amur or Archangel. I'm going to take it in Archangel. feeling that there's going to be an attack coming there. So the mechanized infantry is going to go into Archangel as part of the Lend-Lease. So let's do disposition of forces. In C-Zone 126, there is a submarine, and it has caused the German submarine there to submerge and preserve the Lend-Lease. In C-Zone 115, there is a submarine and a cruiser. In Finland, there are 2 mechanized infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 tank. In the Baltic states, there is an artillery. In Leningrad, there's an infantry. In Archangel, there are 2 anti-aircraft guns, 1 infantry, 2 artillery, and 1 mechanized infantry that was the Lend-Lease. Smolensk has an infantry. Moscow has 2 infantry and a tank, along with 3 fighters and a tactical bomber. Bryansk has an artillery. Rostov has 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and an anti-aircraft. Ukraine has an infantry. Stalingrad has an infantry and 2 artillery. And if we go all the way over here to the east, Amur has a tank, and Korea has, I'm pretty sure it's 20 infantry, and then 2 anti-aircraft artillery. Japan is up next, so we'll see what they do.